your love predictions for the year 2026. This is probably going to pop up in the live or tab. So make sure you check out the live tab too, not only the videos, because I'll have some there too. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick reading. It'll be for all signs. I'm going to start with Earth and then go on from there. So it'll be individuals. So let's see here. Let me get the overall energy card deck first. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. If you guys like these kind of readings, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've almost lost hope on YouTube. Unless it starts picking up, I'm going to start posting more on TikTok, I think. And then maybe hopefully Rumble eventually, because I think YouTube is not taking off. And eventually I would like to see some kind of feedback. You know, it's kind of hard when you get very little views on YouTube. Alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me get my sheet so I can remember what I'm asking. What am I asking? Alright, so let's go ahead and see Capricorn. Let's see, what is it overall? Okay. Now let me go ahead and pull the rest of the cards and then we'll get started and I'll explain to you guys. The biggest, like overall what's happening in the year 2026 when it comes to love specifically, Capricorn, is what I'm talking about here. Doesn't matter your status, if you're single, if you're married, or it's complicated, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything specific here, just whatever the energy is. And this is, again, it's just general, okay? This is not specific. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and do this. I'll pull this out of the way. Go a little higher. And I'll pull some more cards as I go for you, Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, let's go ahead and start. Something's... Okay, so... I'm almost getting the energy of like bleeding over from 2025. And it doesn't have to be a specific person, but it could be your thoughts and ideas about love that were influenced, obviously, in 2025 quite a bit, is what it's telling me. Alright, so what is the biggest thing that's happening in 2026 when it comes to love? The biggest thing that's happening, some kind of offer here. There's a biggest, like a big offer, or you feel like it's the biggest that you've gotten so far. Yeah, someone's knocking on your door. Someone wants to keep you. You want to keep them. I don't know who's who. Someone wants to keep the other person. Someone's going to be knocking. Who is this person? Someone you've not talked to anymore. Someone that you've released. They've released you. Or you guys may release each other. That really pops out. What are your feelings about this? Feeling that there's no beginning. Like it's, you know, like a leap of faith. Like you can't take a leap of faith for you. Or that's like empty promises of a beginning of some sorts. How are you going to see this love? Very playful. Like someone really desires it and very curious about this. So you're going to be very curious about this, is what it's telling me. Someone wants to offer, someone wants to receive it. What is the action when it comes to love here? Someone proving their worth. Someone's trying to get attention and trying to prove something here. What is the biggest... Oops. Did I just drop another card? I don't know. Anyways, what is the biggest blessing that you're going to be receiving when it comes to this or love in general? Awareness. A really strong awareness. Feeling like it's almost like taming something negative that flowed from 2025. Being able to control that in something like that. What is the obstacle? Not feeling happy about this. For some reason, feeling like it's going to end in heartache. You're worried. Overly worried it's going to end in heartache. What is your advice? You know, understand your emotions. Understand your emotions here, Capricorn. Understand and focus on your side of the emotions. I think the biggest problem is your emotions here. That your emotions are the ones you're fighting something when it comes to this person too much. Am I saying that they're the best fit for you? No. All I'm saying, I think you're gonna be part of the problem when if this doesn't work out, is what it's telling me. All right. What is the potential outcome? Being stuck on feeling like I don't know which path to go, what to pick here, what are my choices? Is this the only choice I've got? When feeling like you have no choice, there's just no choice here. Like, this is my only option. Yikes. Alright, so this is all I got for Capricorn. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Alright, check out YouTube and TikTok. I mean, Tipsy, sorry. I don't even know. I don't even have time for shit. Last time I did one, it was like so stressful. I don't know. Like a personal reading, I just feel like I don't have time sometimes, but because I have so much going on. But maybe I just don't. It's not that I have so much, I just feel like it's too much for me. Does that make sense? Anyways, let's see here what we got. Now let's go to Taurus. 2026 prediction on love for Taurus. Check out TikTok, guys. I got a bunch of cool videos there, and they gain more views than these do. But I haven't completely given up on YouTube, but I may. I don't know. Alright, let's see. What's the overall energy for Taurus when it comes to love in 2026? Eruption. Oof. Okay. Someone's gonna have a blow up, not a glow up. That's what it's telling me. I don't think a lot of Tauruses like snap every other day or nothing like that. I don't really give me that type of energy. I just think it takes a while, but when they do, run! Run, mother chunkers, run! Might snap here and there, but who doesn't? But full craziness, I don't think so. Not very often, at least. Alright, let's see what's happening in 2026. I'll post this probably in December or make it public in December. Okay. Biggest. Ooh. It's not a bad outcome, though. It's really not bad, so. Alrighty, then. If it seems like I need more information, I'll pull more cards. So, Taurus, your overall energy, something's gonna blow up. Maybe you've been holding on to some kind of emotion and you finally confess. Someone confesses intensely. Or there's just gonna be an inevitable moment when people are, like, expressing something. I don't know. I'm not answering questions. I'm just doing a live for 2026 predictions so I can post it later right now. But anyways, let's see here. So, yeah, I don't know if there's something's just going to blow up really bad. Is what it's telling me in 2026. Someone's going to lose their shit or someone's going to express something that's going to be really like a tower moment, like huge revelation when it comes to love in 2026. So am I saying it's going to be all bad? Not necessarily. It could be like someone confessing something really intense, like someone confessing their love for someone. Where's my music? Let me put my music on. Okay. Why do I like this song? I don't know. So, let's go ahead and get started. What is the biggest thing happening? Someone has to defend some kind of love here, or emotion here. I think someone has to defend, like, if there's family who are against this connection somehow, or people who are against it, there's going to be someone trying to defend it. Almost borderline excuse for it. Make excuses, right? Because someone's lacking some kind of reality when it comes to a part of this connection. What do I mean? Let's just say that you bring in someone that's very toxic and there was like a huge blow up between you guys and everybody knows about it in your family and they're very concerned. You are trying to defend this, but you're lacking reality here, is what it's telling me for some of you guys. Who is this person? Someone very passionate, or you see them very passionate. You see them not a typical passionate, like you thought you couldn't feel passionate for this person or as much. How do you feel about this person? You feel like you have no choice but to adapt to this person. I think this person has control of your connection overall. And what I mean is, like, their emotions will not change, their actions will not change, their way of life will never change. You will be changing everything for this person, is what it's telling me. To me, if that's what you guys like, then that's great. I think sometimes that will become problems later down the road. But again, don't wait 5 years down the road and now be like, you know what? I put up your shit for 5 years. Now you need to change. I'm sorry. You didn't even mention anything. You didn't even try to fight for yourself for 5 years. Now you expect someone to just flip a switch. That's unfair in a way too. So anyways, how do you see love? You see it as successful. And you expect it. Like you're very secure in this. And it could have been an ex for some of you guys. What is the action, the biggest action someone's taken in this love life or connection? Taking a break because it's affecting someone's mental health. So in 2026, there might be a short break between you guys, is what it's telling me. What is the biggest blessing coming to you guys? There may be a child, or there may be more innocence, or there may be gifts coming in. What do I mean gifts? Gifts could be like someone being more respectful, someone being more loving, someone more caring, accepting, something like that. What is the obstacle you're going to be facing? Someone being really wishy-washy, having one foot in, one foot out. Like, can I give into this? Can I not? Like, someone just feeling like if everything's easy for them, they'll have their foot in. But as soon as you expect them to gift you respect, or not cross a certain boundary, they'll feel like already their foot's coming out the water. Like the water is your connection. What is the advice? The advice is, more than anything, don't leave yourself out in the cold. Don't neglect yourself. Don't not prioritize yourself or feel like closed off. It's more than anything like your opinion or your feelings or what you want and what you envision, like something like that. I feel like you guys are sacrificing too much in this connection, is what it's telling me in 2026. You're letting this person just have the wheel. Don't be mad when they've had the wheel for so long and then you expect them to change. If you don't like it, fucking speak up now. Not every single damn thing, but you know what I'm saying. All right, what is the potential outcome? You guys figuring out how to nurture this, how to take care of this, or feeling like self-love, self-care, and no matter what in this connection. Even if you're already in a connection, doesn't matter. You can still take care of yourself, is what it's telling me. All right, up next is Virgo. And it just annoys me. I'm sorry. It's like you guys let a demon roam around, a demon grow up, like, in your connection and do whatever, say whatever, and walk around you, walk on top of you, kick you around and everything. And then all of a sudden, after 5 years, when you finally wake up, even though you're a grown-ass adult and you know better, now you're like, okay, now I have standards. Now that I've been invested in this person for 5 years. You're waiting for them to invest in you for 5 years and then you expect them to respect you? I'm like, that's just fucking annoying. Just as much as the person doing it. Oh, they'll change. Okay, because you're special, right? They'll change because you're special. Sorry, sometimes I'm just brutally honest, guys. I'm brutally honest here. And I don't mean to be rude or mean, but people lack understanding on that people don't change for anybody. They change for themselves. And they're not going to change you. They don't see a problem. They're that ignorant. They're not going to see the problem until you say something. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's happening with you. What is your overall energy here? Not giving up. You're not giving up on someone, Virgo? You're not giving up on the idea of love. What is it? What is it? Let me see if I can play some... I don't know. I'm going to play the song one more time and then I'm going to find something else to play. Maybe I'll after this reading. So, Virgo, let's see what's happening in 2026 besides not giving up and a little stubborn here. Virgo energy. Not giving up on love or someone specifically. What's the biggest thing? Who is this involving? What are your feelings about love in 2026? How do you see love? What is an action you'll be taking this year when it comes to love? Or the biggest action, the biggest blessing, the biggest obstacle, blockage, the advice, and the potential outcome right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If I need more, like I said, I'll pull some more. So again, stubbornness, not giving up on something here. Seeing at the light at the end of the tunnel. Someone's really hopeful still. The biggest thing happening, there's some kind of challenge here. All right, challenge to learn, challenge to grow. The biggest thing. So what does that have to do with this connection or love in 2026? It's almost like trying to keep the peace here. Taking care of something finally is what it's telling me. After so many battles, after fighting something so long, you want to keep the peace. You want to take care of something is what it's telling me. Who is this involving? Someone here that just either they have a lot of baggage. They have a lot of, they brought in a lot of heaviness into the connection, or somebody, or it was a really heavy connection between you guys. It wasn't so, and it's a female energy or someone who's supposed to be very nurturing and they're not, if it's not a female. Okay, so, or maybe someone that brought a lot of baggage because they already had another woman involved, and the woman is bringing this person, if it's a dude that you're interested in, it's a dude who's bringing in a lot of baggage because he's letting a woman in his past or around him bring in this baggage. How do you feel about love? You know, you're kind of seeing like you want to take action, but you feel like you have to tone it down. Like not take as much action as you hope for. Or you're not seeing as much action or planning as much anymore. Something kind of like that. How do you see love? You see love as potentially, you're expecting it to be successful. Or you're expecting it to be single. Like you're expecting, like you see potentially just being single, period. Or you wanting someone to be completely single is how you want to see love come in. So maybe because someone has already been tied in the past and brought problems. What is the biggest action happening in 2026 when it comes to love, Virgo? Is some kind of overwhelming emotion here or possibly offer for something very familiar. A lot of you guys, again, it's someone close to you. Someone that you've dealt with before. And you've already dealt with this person, though they're very close to you. Like they could be a neighbor. They can know somebody around your circle. Something like that. What is the biggest blessing happening? The biggest blessing happening is for you to hold back. Is when you hold back or you control yourself, self-control. It is when the biggest blessing is happening. All right. So not begging, not being the chaser, not accepting a certain thing you know you shouldn't be accepted in the connection is when the biggest blessing is going to be happening. What's the biggest obstacle? You feeling stuck on someone and not being able to cut them out. You being stuck on someone so obsessively that you're ignoring the red flags. What is your advice? Prioritize. What feels home to you? Really think about yourself for a minute before you get started with anything. What do you feel comfortable in? What are you comfortable doing here? What's more important to you is what it's telling me. What is the potential outcome here? Feeling like you have to think more with your head than with your heart or your penis or your vagina. Thinking that you have to be more headstrong or more, thinking more mental clarity when it comes to this. Feeling like the only way you can do this is head over heart kind of situation. Maybe even almost detaching from this, not completely, just the parts that will make you like a, like a beggar kind of energy here, or you have to accept certain things because you don't have to is what it's telling me. All right, this is all I got for Virgo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, air signs. Let's go ahead and start your reading. Aquarius. If you like these kind of readings, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out TikTok and Hipsy. Let's see what we've got for Aquarius for 2026 prediction on your love situations. Wow. Yeah, dealing with a lot of people or too much drama, a lot happening. Let's get your overall energy. What is this? Anguish. Wow. Dang. Okay, so we've got anguish. What the heck is going on with you? Aquarius. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. Dang it, am I writing it? Okay, let's see here. If I need more, I'll pull some more. Okay, we've got swords, that's for sure. Jesus. Sorry. 2026 looks like the overall energy is anguish. Trying to find peace, trying to make peace. For some of you guys, just still can't stop thinking about someone or something that happened. Even if you're with this person still, this is the kind of card that I see is like, I've forgiven this person for what happened, or I know what exactly happened, and it's still causing some damage mentally in this connection for me, but I just want to keep it to myself for some of you guys. Okay, what is the biggest thing happening here? Someone having some kind of breakthrough when it comes to some kind of emotions here. Feeling very emotional and trying to overcome this. And maybe you're starting with anguish and you're going to try to overcome it, and I think you may be successful overall. Who is this involving? Someone that you've, found peace with, or will be finding peace. Things have calmed down, or you feel like things will calm down eventually in the future, is what it's telling me. How do you feel about love? There's a lot going on. It's really fast, and I feel like it keeps happening. There's no calmness here. It just something keeps happening in this connection or this person. How do you see love? You see it as very toxic. You're unaware why it's so toxic. What's the next action you're going to be taking? Someone's going to be taken. Someone's just going to not being able to sleep, and they feel like they can't, either they're lacking faith in something, or someone's lacking faith, and it's just too much burdensome energy, and they feel like someone always has to sacrifice here too much. There's a lot of sword energy here. So what is the biggest blessing happening? Having to take an action to defend yourself in a large group. So I don't know, like, defending something. Like, I feel like you have to defend yourself with some kind of truth here when it comes to something public that will be made public with you and this person. All right, what is the biggest obstacle? Okay, can I talk? I think someone here is very, it's going to be detached or cold. And I feel like they feel trapped in this. Like they got pushed into this, feeling detached or cold. What is the advice? In this connection, you want things to come together. There has to be a collaboration. If there's no collaboration, it's not going to work out. What is your potential outcome here? Is feeling unhappy, discontent, just not interested anymore, or somebody may feel this way. Like, after all the things I've been through, I don't know if I'm interested in this or love, period, in 2026. Or the specific thing that happened between you guys, if you guys are still together. All right, this is all I got. Bye. Okay, let's do Gemini next. Gemini. What's happening for Gemini? Fire. So this is my rest of my videos post. I'm not gonna be doing as much on YouTube, but I mean, I'm still gonna make some videos, just not as much as I used to. Okay. What we got for Gemini? 2026. What is happening in 2026 for you when it comes to love? It doesn't matter your status. If you're single, taken, divorced, not looking, I don't really give a shit what your status is. This is saying your overall general reading on love when it comes to 2026 for Geminis. I just do the sun, Gemini, okay? Like the sun signs. I don't do none of that bullshit. Look at your other sign. Moon, Venus, rising, blah, 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 planets. No. I just stick to sun. My readings are strictly sun. The day you were born is what your sun sign is to me in these readings. So, alrighty, let's see what's going on for Gemini. Gemini. Alrighty, so let me get my other cards ready. Okay, so fire. So this could be about a fire sign, doesn't have to be. This could be if you guys are looking for a confirmation, and if it is fire sign, it is. If it's not, it's some transformation. So your love life is completely changing in 2026. What do I mean? Am I saying if you're married, you're not going to be married? Not necessarily. That's not what I'm saying. Something within your love life or your connection is changing completely. Not necessarily the whole connection. It could be part of the connection. How you guys do certain things, or date nights, or something like that. It could be anything minor like that, but it changes the connection quite a bit. Okay, so let's see what's going on. The biggest thing happening for you guys keeping things chill. The biggest thing happening between you guys, especially if you guys are used to things always being on fire, a lot of a passion, emotion where it gets carried away. Things are calming down, keeping it chill when it comes to 2026. Who is this involving? Someone you feel like you never had enough for. You were never good enough for. Or they felt like they were never good enough for you. Someone here who is maybe feels like they have to wait a lot, or you have to wait a lot. Or like waiting on someone to be able to offer you something because you feel like they couldn't offer you anything, or they don't know how to offer you anything. And what I'm saying, if you're in a connection, what I'm saying is that this person, maybe you wanted them to move in with you and they couldn't offer you, and you're still waiting on this. This is how you know who you're talking about, kind of thing. How do you feel about love in 2026? Okay, so this just tells me that you're just going to feel a little bit trauma, anxiety, stress over it. You're going to be a little stressed about love. Why? I think there's something specific happening. I don't think it's going to last very long, but this is how you're going to feel about this specifically. You feel something like you guys are in a jam. I don't know, like something's going to happen that you feel like you're stuck on this. And what do I mean? It's like maybe the connection's doing okay, but in your mind, Gemini, you're already creating a scenario. You're already coming up with something in your head because maybe you got a little information, or maybe something small happened and it's building up, is what it's telling me. Whether or not it's true and you're making up shit in your head, I don't know, but it's something that's building up in your head in 2026, even though out here things may be a little bit more chill. How do you see love? You see it as a disaster. You see it as possibly it's a disaster because of someone's ego and or pride here. Somebody's ego and or pride may be affected, is what it's telling me. What is the next biggest action when it comes to love? Someone bringing back past memories and or scars. And it may not have to do with this person. It could be like someone who treated you like shit in the past, and then you're something they said, or it could have been the same person that did something in the past and you guys moved on from that, and then they do something minor and then they open these wounds up, is what it's telling me. What is the biggest blessing? Someone proving how they feel about you. Or you feeling about themselves or yourself. Somebody proving something to someone or themselves how they really, really feel. It's a point. What is the obstacle? Someone desiring for something to happen or change or fill a void, but it's not happening. Someone stuck, again, stuck in their head, trying to fill some kind of void here, is what it's telling me. But I don't know if it's true, though. I don't know if it's something that you made up in your head. I'm sorry. What is the advice? If there really was work on this to forgive, to move on, this kill it. What I mean, if this is like something they did in the past and they really didn't need to hurt you this time, or this, like what I'm saying is like if you're hurt by someone calling you, I don't know, something that you don't like, over drama queen, for example, then it's saying like if you guys have really moved on from it, then end that thought process and forgive. If you really have already forgiven, then forgive. If they're really not doing anything to cause you problems but your scars are still being open, then forgive is what it's telling me. Sorry, but I'm not trying to take anybody's sides. This is what the cards are telling me. What is the potential outcome here? Someone walking away from something here. And then the Eight of Cups not necessarily means like walking away from the connection, walking away to change things, walking away maybe from this negative energy here is what it's telling me. All right, so this is all I got for Gemini. Don't forget to like, share, and follow, and subscribe. Bye. Mute it. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get started with you. You know what? I don't understand, guys, on these lives, because sometimes I'll do a live, you know, I'll do a live on TikTok or here, and I'm still kind of new to this stuff, you know. Educate me, don't belittle me. But anyway, so I do a live just to do free readings, or a yes or no, a quick reading, because I'm not giving you a 30 fucking minute reading for free. Sorry, that's time, okay? But anyways, I just do like a quick reading or like a pull yes or no, and nobody shows up. Nobody asks me questions. And then as soon as I do a live just to do my pre-recorded type of readings that I'll post later on, everyone's like, well, can I ask a question? Can you answer this? Can you answer that? It's like, dude, where are you guys when I'm trying to do the free ones? Like, come on. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave this like this. So Libra, let's see what's happening in 2026 with your love situation. I already feel like taking a break, man. An hour is too long. But the news, I'm like, I do these videos and I'm thinking, is this worth doing anymore? Is this a lot of time and effort? I don't know. On YouTube, I just don't feel like it's worth it anymore. Alrighty, let's see what's happening with Libras. Oh, that one came out kind of smooth-ish. Okay, sliding up in there. Sliding up in there. Alright, so, and then, I'll pull that one. Okay, let's see what's happening with Libra. Okay, so the biggest thing is someone's going to be busy. There's got a lot of action, behavior, choices, things happening. Okay, so I think the reason, this is more coming out with the reason something's coming in, then someone's not going to be happy about. Some kind of news or some kind of action is going to be coming in. Someone's not going to be happy, and they're going to be a busy bee because of this. And I think it may come in the beginning of the year for some of you guys. Like January, February, March, something like that. Who is this involving? Someone you met online, or someone that's had a distance, or someone that you see very positive because they have the same worldly views as you. You guys have very similar things together. How do you feel about love? You feel a little passionate. You are very accepting, and you feel like there could be a lot of action between you guys. How do you see love? Again, I think you value this time you guys can spend together, or the happy moments that you're spending together in 2026. You're willing to come together. A lot of, what is the action that's happening here? A wish fulfillment that you did not see happening, something that you desired that you almost forgot about, is going to be fulfilling in this coming year. What is the biggest blessing? So forgiveness. So I don't know. That victim mentality is something you were stuck on. Someone was stuck on. There's going to be forgiveness, movement from this. What is the obstacle you're going to be facing? Someone, like, okay, there's somebody here who's very jealous. I don't think it's you, Libra. I think it's the other person. So, I think whoever this was, I think they keep you in, okay, this is what I'm getting. Whoever this is keeps you boxed in. And I think you've forgiven this person for doing this. Right? But the obstacle is this person's going to go back to their own way, old ways. They're going to be calling you out in some kind of action, or always being very jealous. What is the advice? The advice is understand emotions, understand your emotions, keep your emotions in check. Something like that, or keeping that person's emotions in check. Yep, you need to upgrade. What is the potential outcome here? Success. There is potential success here, and because someone may be able to heal or overcome this or be hopeful still. All right, this is all I got. Bye. Okay, fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening for you guys. Let's see what's happening. Okay, Aries, let's get your cards in 2026 predictions and what's happening when it comes to love. That another one flipped? I guess it did not. Alrighty, so we have decay. End of a cycle. Let's see what else. I'm going to do a reading pretty soon. What you want to hear, because that's what people... I'm just saying, there's some readers just tell you what you want to hear most of the time, because it's like very positive or over the top. Never happens though, but that's what you want to hear, and I think they get more popular. So I'm going to start calling mine what you want to hear reading. Let's see how popular those videos get. This is too long. I'm going to shorten it up because it's YouTube. 10 minutes. I don't know. 20, 30 minutes at the most. Alright, so. What is happening for my Aries? The biggest thing happening. I think someone's going to decide to be happy about a new potential. Something must have ended. Something's ending. Something was ending for you guys. A phase, an era, a connection in the past. And it's like now someone's looking forward to something new. Could be renewal with the same thing, but someone's looking towards something new. Who is this about? Someone you've already had good times with, or you can see potentially having good times with in time. You've already invested, some of you guys, you've already invested time with this person. How do you feel about love in 2026? You feel that eventually, slowly, you will find the answer. You will find the answer when it comes to love. Whatever question you have about love, you feel like eventually things will calm down and then you will find some kind of answer. How do you see love? You see it being fair between two people. You're seeing like a union being more balanced. You see like equal give and take, even though there's no equal give and take here. That's what I'm thinking. More balanced love. What is the action? The biggest action that's happening in 2026 for you is someone investing because they have some kind of dream or desire when it comes to this. The biggest blessing is some kind of, why do I want to say honor? Like respect, honor, hope when it comes to a male energy here. What is the obstacle you're going to be facing? Oh my God. Somebody having too many choices, too many options, feeling like, am I just an option here? Am I just an option? What is your advice? Just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And when you get there and you show up, make sure you show like you look like you can take care of yourself is what it's telling me. Yeah. And then what is the potential outcome here is, I think is you having some kind of self-control, self-discipline, period. It's like, I'm not saying that you don't need nobody, but I think you have more of an authorization when you comes to love. You be that choice. The only choice is what it's telling me versus just being an option for someone. All right, this is all I got for Aries. Bye. Up next is Leo. Let's see what's happening in 2026, no matter your status, Leo. What is happening in 2026 when it comes to love that you need to be aware of? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. YouTube gets pretty sad for me anymore, and I'm still kind of like not very high on followers in TikTok, but it's taking off faster than YouTube is. And I'm not expecting to be very, very popular on TikTok, but because I focus on clarity and truth, not fake tarot. But I just feel like, you know, it's at least a little comforting when people watch me. Okay, resilience, not giving up on something. I think Virgo got this too, Leo. The other day I posted some TikTok video and someone put like, I put a comment that the few Sagittarius that I know, and it's not necessarily all of them, but they don't like to do, like stay in one place sometimes, you know? That they get a little anxious when they do the same thing or something like that. Because I know them personally, you know, and they happen to be Sagittarius. But, you know, I know they like routine, but they like to change sometimes things around, you know? But, and then what I mean also is like with connections, they want to date somebody different too. And then someone's like, you don't know me. You don't know me. I don't like routine. And I'm like, okay, it's, again, general reading, people. And it's the people I know. I'm not talking about you. But anyways, it was kind of funny. Because they were like insulted over my general comment of my ideas on certain people. That I know personally, people. Alrighty, Leo, let's see what's happening. Not giving up, right? Overall energy, I'm not giving up on this. I haven't completely given up on this. The biggest thing happening for you is possibly just stopping some kind of ending. Blocking some kind of ending. Overcoming some kind of ending. Like not avoiding an ending here. Who is this with? Someone you have children with, someone from the past, someone who's giving you gifts, Someone that maybe you feel like you may have a breakthrough one day or could have. How do you feel about love? You see it like you really don't understand it. You see it as like, I can't make things heads or tails of something here when it comes to love overall. Like you see it as overall, you don't understand how to make heads or tails out of love sometimes. How do you, okay, that was how do you feel about love? Like you can't make heads or tails. How do you see love? It's like it's always giving you nightmares. Some kind of nightmares ideas. Like you have negative thoughts or processes, or the way you process love, it's like it's very negative based on someone else's action. I think the biggest action is someone's trying to give you more equal give and take, trying to make more, like trying to give into you more because they feel like, you're not understanding how much they want to give into you, or like someone's blinded at what's equally fair here. What is the biggest blessing? Someone bringing some kind of truth over some kind of fear. What is the biggest obstacle? Again, ending. Keeping things quiet about an ending. Like maybe someone's trying to avoid an ending here because someone feels that the other person might consider an ending. What is your advice? It's almost telling me that here someone feels very burdensome, like this is a very heavy connection, or they feel like they carry a heavy load when it comes to this connection. But there's something about the reason why it's like that is because someone's lacking gratitude here. They're not grateful. It's just focusing on the negative stuff versus anything positive. And what is the potential outcome is a new opportunity between you guys, is what it's telling me. This could lead towards a new opportunity. All right, this is all I got for Leo. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and follow. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what's happening in 2026 when it comes to love. If you like these kind of readings, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and check out TikTok and Hipsy. Let's see what's happening with my Sagittarius. Again, these are general readings, guys. If it resonates, it resonates. If it's not, it's not. I just do the sun sign. I don't do none of the whole moon, Venus, and rising. This is strictly just if you're it's November, December, Sagittarius, like you were born whatever day, and that makes you Sagittarius based on your sun sign. That's it. I'm not doing that whole stuff, sorry. Because many people are not just Sagittarius or Geminis or Libras or whatever. There's several, and I'm not going to tell you, go watch 10 of my videos and make up one message. Nope. I just don't like that. For my videos. Anybody can do whatever they want with theirs, not me. I don't like it that way. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, okay, so far it's not beginning so bad. Harmony. Agreement. Coming together possibly. Things are just, you guys getting along. Alright. What is the biggest thing happening? Let's see. What is this 9 of Pentacles about? Okay. Finding something that will lead you to success. Picking up clues that will lead you to success in this connection. Okay. Who is this involving? Oh. Someone that you really don't know. Someone that you're emotional about or mixed emotions about. Or they're not aware of how you feel about them. How do you feel about love in 2026? You feel bad, you feel negative, you feel heartache over some kind of reputation, or you feel like you're realizing something. You're looking in the mirror and it's not blowing up for yourself. It's how you feel about love. How do you see love? It's like some kind of, I don't know if it's like a air sign or a Gemini or something like this, but it could be more like, the way you see love is making a major decision and you're revealing it. Something like that. Or like deciding to ask for forgiveness or to forgive is how you see love in 2026. What is the biggest action happening in 2026 when it comes to love in 2026 for Sagittarius? Trying to overcome a challenge here when it comes to love. And it has to do when it comes to pissing somebody off. You've been pissed off. Or conflict between you guys. What is the biggest blessing? Sorry. Being able to take some kind of impulsive action that would lead to a lucky surprise. What is the obstacle? The obstacle is wanting some kind of forgiveness or a second chance, but someone's taking it kind of thinking someone's too negative about this and won't take a risk. What is the advice? Oh my God. Okay, so learn from the past. Learning what's given to you or you've been given or you're given when it comes to a connection in the past. Look at the past about this specific connection or previous connection. Learn from the past. Leave things that were not good for you in the past. Overcome things and learn from it, period. I think you've been gifted already something when it comes to this. I think you just really need to look at that and understand that is what it's telling me. What is the potential outcome? Harmony. It ends on you either coming together to have like a better term with this person or having better thoughts when it comes to like the opposite sex or relationships or just with this person, period, or things are just better with this person, something like that. Okay, not necessarily you're going to end up with this person. All I'm saying is that it could be like you guys rejected each other or mad at each other, you got a divorce, whatever. This could also mean that you just guys get along a little bit better. That's what it's telling me. But I think for a lot of you guys, is you get along with the idea of love. All right. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Alrighty, Cancer. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you. Your predictions are overall when it comes to love in 2026. Let's see what's happening. Please, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out TikTok and Hipsy. I'm getting more and more views on TikTok. I'm really considering just ending things with YouTube. I just haven't completely done that. I'm going to decide in 2026 whether to end things with YouTube. I'm going to keep that channel up just for my personal videos or videos I do for people that pay me maybe on YouTube, and that's it. Okay. Cancer, let's see what's happening for you in 2026 when it comes to love. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Water. There you are. Emotions, tears, energy flow, refresh, quench, thirst. Okay. Let's see what the other cards are and then we'll understand what that means. And then shuffle them a little bit more, but I think it's fine. Let's see. The message that needs to come out will come out for you guys. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so Cancer, someone's just feeling thirsty. Someone wants to quench something. Someone has an itch they want to scratch when it comes to you with someone here. Maybe both of you. Okay, so what is the biggest action? Someone finally deciding, someone taking a step forward is what it's telling me here. I'm not even going to pull out because I'm going to stick it out. Who is this person? Someone if things have calmed down between you guys. Maybe there's been a period you guys have moved on from each other. Oops. Someone who's very risky. Someone that spies on you. You spy on them. You kept tabs on each other. What is your feelings when it comes to love in 2026 overall? You feel like you want to take a break because something was just too long term. Like taking a break long term. Like, I don't know. Something was just not growing healthy. How do you see love? I think you're focused on one person, though. A fire sign, possibly, too. Okay, you see someone just being online and being a little bit too impulsive. Someone just being very impulsive. You're focused on one person, though. What is the biggest action happening in love when it comes to 2026 for my Cancers? An unexpected major decision. Unexpected, shocking decision someone's gonna make, you or the other person, or both of you guys. What is the biggest blessing happening for you? Biggest blessing when it comes to love. Biggest blessing for you, Cancer. Healing some kind of heartache, grief. Overcoming some kind of grief. What is the biggest obstacle you're going to be facing? I don't know. There's some kind of cause. There's some kind of cause and effect energy here. So because of this happened. But no one's going to come in. Like feeling like no one's going to come in to fix something specific. Like it's still not fixed. And you feeling like it's going to become an obstacle in this. Okay. What is your advice? What is the biggest advice? Adventure out if you want a new opportunity. Think outside the box if you want a new opportunity, is what it's telling me. What is the overall energy? It's like revelation and saying something truthful and honest. Being truthful and honest, period, from the beginning. Putting like all the cards on the table is what the potential outcome here may be for this connection. All right, this is all I got for Cancer. Up next is Pisces. Bye. Hi Pisces, welcome to Cruise and Tarot. Let's see what your 2026 love predictions, not in detail what's happening for you guys. If you like these kind of readings, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's see here. Check out TikTok and Tipsy. Let's see. Let's get the overall energy for Pisces. Attachment. Damn. Release and move forward. Let's go ahead and shuffle these. Shuffle these. Let's see here. Let me shuffle them in two stacks. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Pisces, let's see what's happening for you. What's the biggest thing happening? That's too much. I know the Ace of Pentacles came out with the Fool. That's interesting. Let's see here. I just want one card preferably. Let's see. Pisces. Pisces. There's Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so Pisces. So, here's the deal. Someone is obsessed with someone here. Pisces. Someone's low-key or obviously obsessed with someone. And if you are the obsessive type, I don't really care, and I really can't tell if you're saying yes or no. This is you being the obsessive type. So you don't think you're obsessed with someone, that someone's obsessed with you. But I really think it's you, Pisces. The biggest thing is happening, you being in your head and finally agreeing that you've been in your head about a situation a lot. Alright, who is this involving? Someone you've really, really mixed emotions. Someone who's a very emotional person. And how are they very emotional? They're very jealous. They like to betray or point out some kind of betrayal. They're stuck on emotions when it comes to someone betraying them in the past. How do you feel about love? You feel that it's balanced if you're always the one forgiving. It's balanced if you can just forgive, renew, or restart. How do you see love? Slow to embrace, slow to endure. Okay, I had a sneeze, so hopefully you guys didn't catch that. Okay, what is the biggest action here that you're taking? Is finally having some self-control. Some kind of reality or release energy here. You're finally having some self-control when it comes to this person. That's the next biggest action. What's the biggest blessing? Seeing things clearly, like everything, and accepting something. So not seeing bits and pieces or you nitpicking what you only want to see. Seeing everything, the whole picture. Pisces is what it's telling me. What is the biggest obstacle you're going to be facing? It's going back to your same habits of nurturing, taking care of something that you shouldn't be. Instead of, or like maybe being like not self-love, self-care as much as you had to. And it's a habit. Putting others before you. What is the advice? Overcome your mental health. Overcome your lust. Obsessive behavior can turn into a mental health issue. Just saying. Alright, and then what is the potential outcome? You're going to have a new opportunity before you know it. Is what it's telling me. Alright, this is all I got for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see what's happening with you guys. Scorpio 2026 predictions, overall energy. For you guys, this is a general reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and check out TikTok and Hipsy. Let's see. I like to put all signs in one video for YouTube, but I'm thinking about just starting to do shorts on YouTube. It's like 3 minutes or less kind of readings. Maybe I can do that. And then just keeping my long videos for the presidential or like stuff like that. Whoops. What we got? Erosion. Time patterns redirect changes due to patterns. Patterns. Something may fall apart if you keep repeating a certain pattern or letting a certain pattern keep repeating. Is usually when I think about when I see that card. Like, you know, in time, things will just fall apart because you see it ahead of time and you know about it for a time. And you think that it's not going to end that way. All right. Let's see. What is the biggest thing happening for you in love in 2026? Okay. Who is this involving? What are your feelings about love in 2026? How do you see love? Damn. Okay. That just fell out. What's the biggest action happening? Oh my God. I'm not. Okay. I'm going to not take these because I'm trying to just get one. What is the biggest action happening in love when it comes to you in 2026? Okay. What's the biggest blessing? What is the biggest obstacle? What is the advice? I'm just going to take it like that. I'm not doing that. Okay, so here we go. So, Scorpio, patterns. Things, it's like saying things go well, things go south, things go well, things go south. There's a pattern that you're picking up that's reminding you of someone in the past or things you didn't want a certain connection to be like. Do you like that? So don't be complaining in about a year to two. All right, what is the biggest thing happening? Someone is going to take some kind of impulsive action. Okay, the biggest thing's happening. Someone's going to be like taking some kind of impulsive action to harmonize this. What do I mean? I don't know. They're going to offer you to move in together. You know, some kind of impulsive action they're going to take. It's all passionate in order to try to keep you guys together is what it's telling me. Who is this involving? Someone you have the hots for. They have the hots for you. But nothing has happened like the way you want it to. Or that's all it's the focus on is the passion, the physical here. What are your feelings about love in 2026? You're feeling like you're left out in the cold. You don't have what it takes for things to get better. Things to get better compared to someone else, things to get better with that person specifically. What do I mean? You're starting to notice patterns. Is this going where I want it to go? Is this going to be just like the other jackass that I dealt with in the past? You feel like you're like going to end up in like in the same place. How do you see love is it's like realizing it's like the truth is like, I don't know if you're seeing love, you have to keep it private. Why would you want to keep something private, though? Usually it's because you're worried about other people being jealous and jinxing your love, or, which most likely will be this, because of this, is because you're worried what other people will say and criticize you and tell you some kind of truth what is happening here, and you don't want to see it, you don't want to acknowledge it, you don't want to accept it, right? Because that's going to be a whole lot better in a few years. What is the next action? Biggest action? Finding some kind of courage to bring more peace. What is the biggest blessing happening for you when it comes to 2026 when it comes to love? Biggest blessing. The way you see a 9 of Pentacles, it could be like success in the connection, going to the next level, almost like 9 before the 10, where it becomes more of a, like it's right before the legacy. With legacy to me, it's whatever you ideally see in your head being the end game for a love connection, what you're going to feel like it's almost there for 2026. Or another way to see this, depends what this card says, or I need to pull more, this means also single. Like being more independent, not relying too much. I'm not saying you're going to be single like completely in 2026, but maybe you're like going to focus on yourself more and your success because you feel like you have to in order to have that 10 of Pentacles. And then what am I saying? You're going to work on yourself. You're not going to be like like blending into someone else's life where you're not your own person, if that makes any sense. Building your own empire right before the legacy. Okay, so It's going to be a successful decision here, though. Whatever this is, it's a successful, like, decision here. The gavel is having some kind of decision made, judgment made, successful judgment. Like, you feel like possibly you made the right call, or someone's going to make the right call when it comes to you, or someone around you is making the right call when it comes to this connection. What is the obstacle you're going to be facing? Movement. Movement into reality. Movement. Success being a reality here overall. What is your advice? You know, I think you need to go back to what you've learned. Quickly learn from some mistake. Don't be playing with some kind of tradition or faith. And what I mean is that not specifically that. If you know what you stood for, and this is your blockage of what you believe, and when it comes to your moral, your ethics, when it comes to a connection, don't be playful. Don't let someone play that. Don't let someone not take you seriously when it comes to that. So let's say you have certain boundaries. Like, I'm not going to let nobody call me a bitch in a connection, even though they're joking. Don't let them play around with that. And then they start doing it as a joke, right? Because you're playing around. Don't let them do that. If it's going to go against what you feel like you want or don't want from the connection, don't let them play too much with your boundaries, what your faith, your beliefs, your whatever your limits are on what you believe in, your respect. All right. What is the potential outcome? Self-control, having control of yourself in this connection, or controlling this connection more. Do I like control? No. But if you had no control and now you have it, that's just making it fair, right? I mean, making it more 50-50, I guess. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.